Prepare yourself.
Wow! It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace.
Look at that. Hot on my heels.
Shut your beak, jailbird!
I understand that prisoner...
Sounds like a successful... I need to be quite clear, but unlike anywhere else, I know there are many grievances between...
Fine. Let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Fuck up. The ball there.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
So you have to make sure my thing is full volume.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Erminsoul accident.
Is this a small sapling? Ugh! Darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Yeah, it was like cutscene.
Wow! So this is the end. Ooh! Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels...
Erminsoul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Pick your jaws up off the...
Why is it that Paimon just...
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Can you still sense where the...
Yes.
Permission granted.
Let's go.
Hey, so...
I was just imagining anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stay...
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Erminsoul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here. Lesser Lord Kus...
Good, you made it.
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access...
The Balladeers actually do...
The rest is up to you.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Yes, I've also...
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Oh, good duck. Dahil daw. I don't want Paimon in my head 24/7. I just want one person like inside my head one.
Paimon's never so.
As I've told you before, perhaps today will... Well done. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
I'm gonna get some water. Be right back, chat. No one's here, so who cares?
have thought nothing could...
Everyone has it.
Speaking of puppets...
If you mean the
Really?
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Streaming. One viewer, that's me, monitoring my stream. Let's go back. Get some water.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they get...
Must be a riveting conversation. Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obvious. Of course you do.
So...
Still looking.
Wait!
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in Huh?
This light... It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement! You have to share it with us!
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
It's...
It sounds like...
Whoa!
I recognize that voice. I just put my finger on it.
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place, like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have as I understand, the forging industry with skills.
Yes, well, You allowed a comment even now.
You flatter me.
So you say, Escher.
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new... And recently, none of the people who went out to... But that doesn't faze you, does it?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa...
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo, the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised. Why, Mr. Niwa,
Hello.
are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Hello, come. Up, 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 up. Let's spit it out. I like this one. Up, up, up. Ako. Up, again. Up. Paw. 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 Oh, you already done your trick? Okay. Ako. Good dog, dog, dog. Good dog. Your face is automatic as you're sleeping on it.
Enough! I'm here because I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you... I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguise myself. It's a long... And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity. And what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan? Oh, but you're quite wrong. There...
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this.
It's no trouble at all. If you must know, I'm...
Fatui?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced. My device function. It is easier for a... Make no mistake.
If you give him, he has nothing.
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible, Mr. Niwa.
Murder. Wait, the daughter. The cook.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me, creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Hey,
Dottore. Good.
was that the doctor? Did he, but why did we see things from him?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit,
Maybe so.
does it? But you know very well what that means.
This betrayal is a lie that doesn't believe the 100 years as part of the doctor's experiment. If betrayal never happens, it existed only in his imagination. But where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay, let's go over
We
there.
need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's
Yes.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't, it won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Okay.
Hey,
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone?
oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share
Huh?
the reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your sister. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to know, Asset? I'm not gonna tell you
Give
what
me
it is.
your
I have no
hand.
snitch. Gay. What do you want to know, Asset?
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Oh no, you're gonna be in my head now too.
No,
Wanna fuck
I
me?
can't do anything
Yeah.
like that anymore. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
I have no clue.
Done.
That's a dub.
Huh? What the? What?
Nothing. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
I don't know.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Oh man.
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey! Balladeer! Don't do anything
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. But if a colony of
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared! Come on, we gotta find him! Oh no, he's really gone!
Names Balladeer and Kabuki
Oh, Nahida! Traveler, it was the Balladier's fault!
because of me deserve another chance at life.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did it—
Don't be. We're running out of time.
Oh no, he's really gone! Oh, Nahida! Traveler, it was the Balladier's fault!
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little
We're
power
out!
left.
And we're at,
Did he keep some of his power hidden
an inn or something?
Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did it—
Don't be. We're running out of time. This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
an inn or something?
I'm sorry, but
An emergency?
don't worry.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the— He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history. Oh, it's like,
This is an emergency.
imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember— So, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah!
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Paimon accidentally— but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? He wants to change the— Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. There's no way he'll actually— Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember— So there's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Sorry, Paimon accidentally— but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. There's no way he'll actually— Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's so— Alright, Paimon will start. First dish, Andrean chili also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and—
Oh, what happened? The hell? I'm just thought The fuck?
What do we— What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon— Is that a food—
Oh, nobody remember. You don't know who the fuck?
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Find my Paimon, but is everything okay?
Huh?
Their eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Find my Paimon, but is everything okay? We made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, the art of forging most of the great swords, but fortunately, if my memory serves me right.
Oh, yeah, we were! We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden, then.
In fact, this was not made known to me. He told me that, as we are both, there is no harm in telling you the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage.
Vengeful? What?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. In fact, this was not made known to me. He told me that. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives. Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out.
Oh, the Wonder and the guy died.
The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless, alas. Finally, in his fury, he murdered. But when he came to the Kaedehara, that is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. My pleasure.
Don't tell Pine. On to the next.
The deer has done it.
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact.
We're here!
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking,
Are they out?
the commissioner is.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone.
We'll be heading in there.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want? Of course, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both as for
So pretty.
very.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very Miss Kami. I must say, many things. Whenever the commission, they say they get Miss Kami's. It's been as someone. So, in the future, if you wonderful.
Paimon likes Paimon's itching to try.
Of course.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're, great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll...
All right.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep.
Very well. Are you two leaving already?
Yep.
Very well.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive?
Xavier? What are you doing?
I was in the general area.
We have some questions and thought you might be able to...
Certainly do. If there's anything you want to know, just like the back of my... Not only that, but I've met people in Inazu... Oh, I'm told that its history is one of the...
A couple?
The one was just... They say he was a...
What are you looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive?
Hey! Weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about...
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history.
Me neither.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire? Sure, go ahead.
Have you heard of the Kabuki Mono connected to the Tarasuma?
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have.
Xavier something about...
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history.
Me neither.
I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. But sadly, I've never...
Have you heard of the Kabuki Mono connected to the Tarasuma? Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it. No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Types who always go around
It's just
dressed to the
Xavier.
nines. But sadly, I've
Xavier.
never... Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Thank you, Xavier.
Of course.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
To go back to the Desert Kusanagi.
Sure, but keep your smile, Spino Crocodile. Hey,
Thank you, Paimon.
don't mind. All right, let's... Sure, but keep your smile, Spino Crocodile. Hey,
Thank you, Paimon.
don't mind. All right, let's...
I'm a bit tired.
Hey, it's them.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed, we are.
We have time.
The same topic.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Unfortunately, we haven't made it. Huh?
Akaba, Sawada.
I presume you'll want to read my.
I'll read those off stream. Otter Sawa, the extract one.
We have
A
time.
band arrived in Tarsuma around 3 in the afternoon from afar. He spied bravery. They were walking on one mountain road toward the factories, their shoes scraping along and jutting stones. They walked like people convinced. So long as they reached the far-raging mountain's valley, they made attracted gem beyond price. They were walking along the mountain road to the factories. Their shoes scraping along. I got lost, so pocket all the way upstream. So long as they reached the far-raging mountains, but
Well, what do you think?
the masterpiece.
Remember how last time Akaba was...
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Well, what do you think?
The masterpiece.
Remember how last time Akaba was...
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, whatever. Akaba.
Well, well. So
This new information.
yes, okay.
And they're back at it.
Oh, so.
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything.
Will do. No touching.
Well, well.
Yeah. Hey! Yeah! 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 Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon.
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole...
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
Never existed because it never became the there.
You look troubled. Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name. Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so...
With a heavy heart, you piece back together a sword that was broken and scarred across time. There was one named the Balladeer, created the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events at Asuma, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Asuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans, the only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years. He grew his strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity in Odysseus and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Emerson and learned the truth about his betrayal. Knowing how that his entire life was built on lies, did he unthinkable attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make...
So, you believe this...
Yes. Theoretically, the Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of...
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based...
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this
Fuck, body erased himself? Fuck, body erased himself? How did the body erase himself too?
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And the story makes sense. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then
Yeah, it just feels so
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away. You should take a look.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection.
Surprisingly, the information
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono and other records will have been changed. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in it.
That's incredible!
And sending the this story is but if we connect... There was once a lone monster draped in once in a while. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. A gray fox stood up. The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this. Quench the flames." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain.
that was cute.
The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon.
We solved it!
remembered to become a god. This memory of creating I buried it.
It's hard to believe Paimon has
The balladeer, before he vanished, we still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatu.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like the...
This is why wisdom alone can... So the answer is, when you give someone to others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that, and that is what you have been doing.
Yeah, Mihida's right.
Good idea.
You got it. Come.
That is what you have been doing.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up. What should we eat first?
Oh, Paimon and your food.
We're here! What
Better
should we
sit
eat
with
first?
Paimon.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? All right, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. What is it? Have you? What is it? Have you? Why'd you jump up?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill.
Oh dear.
Here.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Didn't you see? Look, if...
I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. I don't want to take advantage.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me.
Stop. You don't want money.
That's right. We can talk.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay up.
That's right. We can talk.
I've got great food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah, this'll do. Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning? Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Ah, guess I should wash them before I take them back. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there... You've been following me all the way from the city. No, we haven't met. I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your...
A puppet?
Huh? I just can't take your...
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all.
You were right.
Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seen it... Okay, but...
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm.
Are you really
And he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
late.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you.
Then let's return to... That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you.
Then let's return to...
Here you go, boss.
Oh,
Something's come up.
I was just about to pay you in.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. But look, it would imagine you were me for a But anyway, taking you in didn't put.
But I don't.
Imagine you were me for a But anyway, taking you in didn't put.
But I don't. No. Then I suppose.
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you. All right, done. No. Then I suppose. All right, done.
Not my ladies, right? Yeah, not my ladies.
I'm here.
Oh. That'd be fun. What's up, buddy?
Gonna be epic. Gonna be epic.
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
One second, let me check out. One second, let me check out. got my meds, so yeah. I get a whole packet of meds every month. Let me just check if I'm gonna dox myself. Yep, I'm gonna dox myself. I'm not gonna show this to you guys. But this is how much medicine I have. This is how much medicine I have. hide this receipt now. I think I teleported the wrong one.
Get out of here! Off we go! Off we go!
No, I don't have Tainar.
I'll lead the way. Follow. Yeah! Don't be scared.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello.
We found this guy in the.
What's wrong?
Hello.
You say that
Well, but these two
I don't like to rely.
Oh, like a.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like if it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it.
Is truth something you care about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. Nearly died. You drifted from place to
Yes.
actions through. You nearly died. You drifted from place to.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all. I gave everything I had, but it
In terms of the.
I don't think I can each choice a
That is the.
It seems like
We're not.
if we were enemies, why?
This is so frustrating. This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the. He's got so much to answer.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Yes. It's all.
please. I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause.
I'm just a.
Very well.
Wait, should.
Don't worry. Whatever.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
I will bring my. This looks like Inazu.
Right now, these memories.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well,
All right.
Wanderer,
is that because
you...
I hear a footstep.
This place is... No, there's no... Hmm? You're awake! Huh.
This man...
And the rest is his...
In the original...
Let me get you...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as the second, but Katsuragi had sworn...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
I was abandoned.
Okay, I heard my mom and he kept coughing.
But you can't.
Yup. This child, after his mother, after leaving... What happened to the... He died from his illness.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! Hey! You promised me we could be family! Say something!
You're no... The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
Time you have a horrible day. I'll eat that sausage all day like it's Memorial Day. I'm talking barbecue sauce and the mustard on it, and the mayonnaise comes when you bust right on it. Yeah, anything freaky and you know about that shit. Only time I'm not on the dick is when I'm about to shit. Creepy cares all in my mouth. Not again. So when I suck your dick, now I use bobby pins. Who need a gym when you got a dick to work you out? I want my face to lose weight, so stroke my mouth. Anytime my pussy wanna be heavy like Harry Potter. Becky with the good hair is what you could call her. Let's get it. Faster, a little more, right there. Give it to me now. Father, please forgive me for my sins.